Hey there, movie lovers. Welcome back to Rocky Watches Movies. Today we're unwrapping some festive fun with one of the most beloved holiday classics of all time, Home Alone. This 1990 comedy brought us the unforgettable story of Kevin McCallister, the resourceful kid who turned his family home into a booby-trapped fortress. But while everyone remembers the slapstick mayhem and heartwarming moments, there's a treasure trove of behind-the-scenes stories that even lifelong fans might not know. So grab your aftershave, set those traps, and get ready for 20 things you never knew about Home Alone. The film's origin stemmed from John Hughes's own travel anxieties. In a recent oral history of Home Alone, James Hughes, the son of the legendary writer-director, revealed in his introduction that the concept had first occurred to his father as a fleeting thought during a family trip to Europe in 1989. He explained that his father had wondered what would happen if one of the children had been accidentally left behind. Reportedly, Hughes wrote the script just 2 weeks after returning home. Chris Columbus had always wanted to direct a Christmas film and had been slated to direct National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation until he met its star, Chevy Chase. Columbus later admitted that Chase had treated him very poorly, stating that there was simply no way he could work on the film under those circumstances. He recalled telling John Hughes that while he needed the work, he could not collaborate with someone who behaved in that manner. Fortunately, the script for Home Alone soon arrived for his consideration. Despite the fact that Macaulay Culkin seemed like a perfect fit from the start, director Columbus still held auditions for over 100 other mischievous youngsters. The exhaustive search, however, ultimately proved unnecessary, as Culkin effortlessly embodied the clever, resourceful, and delightfully mischievous Kevin McCallister. Robert De Niro turned down the role of Harry Lime, and Jon Lovitz auditioned for the role, but it was Joe Pesci who ultimately made the part his own. Interestingly, the character's name is a subtle nod to Orson Welles, borrowing the name of Welles's character in Carol Reed's The Third Man. Chris Farley tried out for the role of Santa Claus. Ken Hudson Campbell, who eventually landed the part, recounted how the Saturday Night Live star approached the audition. According to Campbell, Farley had apparently been out all night and was dropped off after an evening of antics. He reportedly made catcalls to the women in the office, leaving Campbell concerned. Farley went first, but it did not go well. He walked in and out quickly. Campbell then went in, delivered the performance he wanted, and a few weeks later received the call offering him the role. To elicit the most authentic performance, Joe Pesci made a point of avoiding Macaulay Culkin on set so the young actor would genuinely fear him. No one would blame Culkin for being unsettled. He still bears a physical scar from an accidental altercation. Culkin said that during filming he had been hung on a coat hook and Pesci had threatened to bite off his fingers one at a time, and that in rehearsal Pesci had indeed bitten him, breaking the skin. The tarantula was originally supposed to be a lifelike replica, but Daniel Stern, who played Marv, recalled how the crew decided that it didn't look realistic enough. Instead, they decided to ditch the fake spider and use a real one. Stern agreed to only have it on his face for only one take. What wasn't real, however, was Marv's blood-curdling scream. To avoid scaring the spider, Stern had to mime the scream, which was later dubbed in during post-production. John Candy wrapped his filming in just 1 day. It was, however, an incredibly long day, 23 hours in total. Candy, a frequent collaborator in many of John Hughes's films, based his portrayal of the polka-playing, good-natured character Gus Polinski on his character Del Griffith in Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Candy's entire monologue about the funeral home was entirely improvised, which is just one of the many reasons he is so sorely missed today. Macaulay Culkin was also given the opportunity to improvise. His line, "Do you guys give up or are you thirsty for more?" was thought up by the young actor on the spot. A rumor suggests that the young lady in the photo of Buzz's girlfriend was actually played by Devin Rattray, the actor who portrayed Buzz. This, however, is not true. The photograph was in fact of the art director's son, made up to resemble an unattractive girl. The director, Chris Columbus, had felt it would be too cruel to mock a real teenage girl. While Harry and Marv are the obvious villains, Kevin's Uncle Frank, played by Jerry Baman, is hardly a saint. A popular rumour suggests that an early draft of the script depicted a jealous Uncle Frank as the one who paid the burglars to rob his own family, knowing they would be away. The gangster movie that Kevin emulates throughout the film in the style of James Cagney doesn't actually exist. Angels with Filthy Souls is the fictional gangster film and was just a 1-minute and 20-second long segment that was made specifically for Home Alone, and its title is a nod to the 1938 crime drama film Angels with Dirty Faces. Kevin's supposedly frightening neighbour, who ultimately teaches him the value of family, was not part of the original script. He was added at the suggestion of Columbus, who felt the film needed a stronger touch of sentimentality. Macaulay's younger brother, Kieran, also secured a role in the film, playing Kevin's bedwetting cousin Fuller, marking his acting debut. Although he was overshadowed by his older brother, he went on to establish an impressive career. In 2024, he took home the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Television Series Drama for his performance in Succession, and in 2025 he won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for A Real Pain. 2 years after her role as Kevin's older sister Megan, Hilary Wolfe returned for the sequel Home Alone 2, but has not been seen on the big screen since. The reason for her absence is impressive. She was a member of the US Summer Olympic judo team in both 1996 and 2000. The McCallister house is at 671 Lincoln Avenue in Winnetka, Illinois. The kitchen and main staircase featured in the film were all filmed in this 5-bedroom home. The dining room and all other first-floor rooms, apart from the kitchen, were recreated on a soundstage. Kevin's backyard treehouse was not part of the original property. It was built solely for the film and dismantled once shooting wrapped. In 2012, the owners sold it for over $1.5 million. Although the central plot revolves around the McCallister family being in Paris while Kevin remains in Illinois, the entire production was filmed in the Chicago area. Scenes set at Paris Orly Airport were actually shot at O'Hare International Airport. The first-class seats the family uses for their flight to Paris were constructed on the basketball court of a local high school, the same school where the sequence of Kevin running through a flooded basement was filmed. In reality, the basement was the school's swimming pool. During its opening weekend, Home Alone dominated the box office, earning over $17 million. The film held the #1 position for an impressive 12 weeks and stayed within the top 10 until June of the following year. It went on to become the highest-grossing film of 1990 and was the highest-grossing live-action comedy in the United States until The Hangover Part 2 came out. It has made over $475 million. Not bad for a movie made for about $18 million. In his book Who Killed Hollywood and other essays, the late Oscar-winning screenwriter William Goldman revealed that the unexpected success of Home Alone had introduced a new phrase into Hollywood's vocabulary, to be home alone. The term referred to other films that struggled at the box office due to Home Alone's lengthy and triumphant run. Goldman noted that more than one executive had remarked that their film might have earned significantly more had it not been Home Alone. While all of the principal original cast returned for Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, with Columbus once again directing a script by Hughes, the success of the first film sparked a full-blown franchise. This expanded universe included 5 sequels, 3 video games, board games, a novelization, and a range of child-friendly merchandise, most notably the Talk Boy. The Talk Boy was originally created as a prop for Home Alone 2. At the request of writer John Hughes and 20th Century Fox, Tiger Electronics built the device and later released retail versions in 1992 and 1993. Saving the craziest till last. No hit film would be complete without a conspiracy theory, and Home Alone is no exception. The theory claims that Elvis Presley, who died in 1977, makes a cameo in the movie. According to the rumor, the King is alive and working as a Hollywood extra. He is apparently a bearded man in the background at the airport. And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about Home Alone. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.